Moxie, you need to come up with that shit.
I need to hit up Rue or Lawrence and see if they can make us a fucking theme song for that. Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. Did I say it right?
Yes, thank you.
First off, that name is too motherfucking long.
It is. But the fucking anime, the whole series is too motherfucking long.
Motherfucking long.
All right, Joey, since this was your fucking idea, you give the pretense of it, and everybody will chime in afterwards to let people know what the fuck is going on with Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. I'm not saying that again.
Okay, so Unlimited Blade Works, basically, the whole Fate series is about, and this is for you guys too, because I know the beginning of it can kind of be confusing. I'm going to give you a little synopsis, but it's about this thing called a Holy Grail War. So you've got 7 masters and 7 servants that compete in this Holy Grail War. It's essentially a free-for-all. So 7 masters who are mages, they can practice magic and stuff, and 7 servants who are summoned by the Holy Grail War and are then powered by the mage's mana directly inside of them. These servants have different classes, such as Archer, Berserker, Lancer, Saber, Assassin. I think there's a mage or something like that, but there's 7 of them, right? I don't know all of them off the top of my head right now. But so these people have to fight to the death for the Holy Grail. If you guys ever have known of what the Holy Grail is, it's literally talking about the actual Holy Grail.
From King Arthur's time and shit like that.
Yeah, so the thing that you can get that grants any fucking wish. So another big aspect of this anime is the fact that every servant is their persona or their person has a heroic spirit inside of it. You guys can tell me if you guys want me to kind of give an example. I could I don't know if you guys plan on continuing watching it, but I can give kind of like a spoiler here if you want. But we already know of one in the first couple episodes, the Lancer. His name is Gale Bolg. He's a very skilled Lancer, one of the best Lancers. He uses a lance as a weapon. And so basically, the whole point of this war is to beat all the other masters and servants so that you get the Holy Grail and you can make your wish. In Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, this is the 5th Holy Grail that has ever taken place. And the reason why we started with this one is because, honestly, it is one of the most action-packed and one of the easiest ones to hook you, even though starting in the middle can kind of be confusing. It is also the one that has had the shortest time limit in between, because these Holy Grails, they aren't on a set time limit like it happens every 100 years or something. Like, it comes around when the Holy Grail decides it needs a war, essentially. So it had been 10 years since the last Holy Grail War. So we meet Shirio Emiya, and I can't remember the chick's name off the top of my head.
Rin Tosaka or some shit like that?
Tosaka, yeah, Rin. So Rin. And when we start out, the first 2 episodes are 45 minutes. They're basically like prologues from different perspectives. Rin wants the Saber class, which is a knight, essentially. And so she tries to summon him, fails, and she gets Archer. Archer, I mean, he's a swordsman, stuff like that. And Shirio Emiya isn't actually a true master. He's someone, his dad was a mage, his dad never wanted him to become a mage and stuff like that. So he accidentally summons Saber to protect himself from Lancer because he got caught basically in the middle of a fight between 2 masters that he's seen. And the rule of the whole, Holy Grail War is citizens or outside people are not supposed to see this. And, there's to be no actual like humans to see this and stuff like that. So he accidentally summons Saber in trying to save himself. And Saber is one of the highest class servants. She's a bad fucking bitch, honestly. Like, she is a bad fucking bitch. And she is crazy. Like, her heroic spirit, I'm not going to reveal it unless you guys want me to, but is one of the most badass motherfuckers that you could ever think of. And So basically, that's the whole synopsis of it. These guys have to fight the war, and the last person alive is the winner. And the reality of it is a servant cannot exist without a master, but a master can exist without a servant. So basically, the easiest way to get rid of both is to kill a master. So you don't have to kill a master, but if you kill a master, their servant immediately dies. And it saves you a lot of hardship about fighting a servant, because servants are way more powerful than the masters are in most cases. And just a little side thing, the servants, they do have free will and stuff like that. So the masters are given 3 what they call command seals, and you can use it to order your servant to do anything at any time. But it's very much something you have to be specific about. So, we get an example in one of the first episodes of Rin telling Archer that she wants him to be completely obedient. And Archer is basically like, you can't use a command seal like that because, it's not going to have hardly any power to it. He basically says, like, 100 command seals could never get complete obedience. But he said that, I have a strong compulsion to, listen to what you say now. So that's essentially, what the synopsis of it is and the backstory of it is. What do you guys think about it? What do you guys think about what you've seen so far?
I am not a fan of the anime.
Not a fan. Okay, why?
No. Just not what I wanted to watch. I just couldn't get into it. It was just, I don't know. I felt like for like animes, I don't like going into the middle of it, and I feel like I was put in the middle of this one. Like you said, it was like the middle of the anime, and I don't like doing that. Most of my animes I start from the beginning. I think all my animes I start from the beginning. I don't think I've started a single one from like the middle part.
Right. Well, the problem with Fate is that they're all separate animes, but they tie together.
Okay, that makes sense then.
So like there's regular Fate, there's like Fate Reloaded, or something like that. All of them have to do with a single Holy Grail war. So Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works has to deal with a 5th. So like it's its own separate anime about its own separate people and its own separate Holy Grail war. But they kind of essentially tie together in a way.
Essentially,
like,
this is season 5.
Yeah, almost. You can look at it that way. But if you pay attention closely to like the beginning of the anime, you can understand what's going on to enjoy the anime.
Okay.
Monty?
I mean, there were components of it that I liked. I liked the anime style. The action scenes and the fighting scenes were pretty cool. But I just feel like it took because it's so long, the episodes are 45 minutes, I just feel like it took too long to get to the point that I wanted to see. I don't know, maybe I was just rushing it a bit, but I just wanted them to get to the shits and get to the smoke. I wanted to see what these dudes was about. And I will say, when they finally got to the point where you saw Archer and the guy with the what was the other guy with the the fucking staff?
Lancer.
That's Lancer.
Lancer, I think.
Yeah.
When I first saw them go at it, it was very satisfying. You know what I mean? Archer was sweet. He was super fast and shit. And there's little bits and pieces that are kind of interesting. Like, we don't know too much about his backstory. You know what I mean? We don't know because I guess she fucked up the summon and he couldn't recall his whole backstory and stuff like that.
And the big thing is like there's so much plot twist and crazy shit that happens from where we are. Like shit you would never ever 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 even think about. Like, I don't know if you guys paid attention, but Shiryu Emiya, he starts having dreams about this barren landscape that's like all sand with like swords in the ground. That has like a huge fucking impact on the rest of the anime. And like, I really want you guys moving forward, no matter how you guys think about it. Rabbit, if you completely hate it, whatever. But like, this is an anime, like you're right, like the beginning is very long, but the rest of it is short. They're just 23-minute episodes. Like, the rest of it you can bang out pretty quickly. But shit that you would never see coming from a million fucking miles away that will literally blow your fucking mind. And one thing that I've always loved about this anime is like the fighting scenes and the soundtrack are fucking crazy, dude. Like the soundtrack for the anime, I don't know if it's something you guys pay attention to, but it's very like crazy, like heavy and very like techno-y and like, you know, it's a very good soundtrack, and the fighting scenes are so satisfying. Like they get intense. Like when Archer and Saber start fighting Berserker, like that shit's fucking crazy. Like that shit gets crazy.
My 2 cents. As everybody else said, it started off super slow. That I don't. Once again, it's probably because we just jumped straight into the middle of it. I do like the main character. I guess Rin. The reason why I like her is because I remember her voice from Blaze Blue. If anybody who plays Blaze Blue, that fighting game, Alucard, the dub voice, Rachel, that's the same voice. So I immediately had something to cling to in terms of familiarity. I do not like what's his name, Tosaka. The guy, what's his name? The guy who had Saber.
Shiryo Emiya.
Shiryo. I do not like him just off the sheer fact of how he's so stereotypical. I want to be a hero. When he said hero of justice, it just took the wind out of my sails, because it's like I done heard this a million times before. I was actually more interested into Ring, but I've seen where they're going, and it seems like Shiryo is going to end up being the main character. So it is what it is with that. It did. Spoiler: when he got shanked by Saber and she brought him back, I was like, oh shit. I thought so. It's I wouldn't say it's terrible, but it's one of those ones I would have to invest more time into it to understand. It's been plenty of animes I felt the same way about. You're talking to a guy who watched One Piece, so like time doesn't scare me away. I think I'm gonna keep watching it just off the sheer fact that I need something to keep my mind halfway sane while I'm at work for 10 hours plus. So just having that in the background might actually help that work. Who knows? I might even check out some of the other ones. If I was to give it
real quick, I really think you guys have just gotten to the meat and potatoes of it. Like, I feel like this is where the anime starts getting fucking crazy. Like,
the last thing I remember is them fighting some big giant motherfucker.
Berserker. But the thing is, you guys gotta think, like, you guys have met 3 masters so far. There's 4 other fucking masters. Like, 4 other masters, 4 other servants. Well, so you've met 3 masters and you've met 4 servants, because you've met Lancer, but you've never met his master.
Right.
So, there's, like I said, probably one of the craziest plot twists I've ever seen in any anime. Like, seriously, it is literally otherworldly. You would never fucking see it coming.
So what we're going to do now, everybody just go through and say whether they would recommend it or not. We'll start with 2 Rabbit.
I mean, yeah, if you like stuff like this, like, I mean, I personally haven't like found my love for it yet. But don't let that stop you. If this is something you guys are interested in, go ahead and check it out.
Moxie, yeah or nay?
I mean, my opinion is just my opinion. Like I said, it has some cool action scenes to it. I do kind of feel like what you said, that maybe I just have to give it a little bit more time. But I'm not going to say no to it just because it may not be my cup of tea.
Right. I definitely would say if you are looking for something that's not your typical Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh, mainstream anime, you want to venture out, this is probably one of the better ones to start off with, because it has similar story beats to we're not alienated, but at the same time, it's different enough to where it catches your interest eventually. I started getting interested in it about episode 3, so. It passed the 3 episode rule test. I always say if it takes more than 3 episodes for me to get interested, then it's a pretty bad anime. So it passed that. So I would say give it a chance if you haven't had any other thing. Any closing remarks, guys, before we end this tonight?
No. Like I said, I think I think you guys are really starting to get into the meat and potatoes of it now. If you guys can give it a little more time, get into it. The episodes are shorter now, so 23-minute episodes, something to keep you engaged. Like I said, this isn't an anime I would have recommended unless I seriously, the ending and all the plot twists are what makes this anime. And I think it's something, 23-minute episodes. You guys are probably a third of the way through the first part. You guys could power it out just for I guess Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works culture sake of it. Stick it out, see what happens. If you guys hate it afterwards, then tell me I have a horrible taste in anime. But I really think by the end you'll be I might not have loved it, but that was fucking crazy.
Okay.
Type of thing, type of beat. Some people might love it like me, I fell in love with it. Some people might be it wasn't my favorite thing in the world, but holy fuck, I never seen that coming.
Okay. Next week, it's Rabbit's turn. Did you pick which one we were going to watch? Rabbit,
are you dead?
Bunny boy.
Someone call 911. Call 911. Shorty fire burning on the dance floor.
No?
Oh, whoa.
There you go,
guys
there
hear
you
me
go.
now?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
It's your turn next week. What are we watching?
Boy.
Oh no.
The beat go off?
No.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, dude. My internet's just it might just be my laptop, to be honest.
Stop downloading the 4K hentai porn with you.
I don't have problems on my PS4 or anything like that. I just have problems on my fucking laptop. It's getting old. I had it for almost 8 years now.
That's your problem.
Yeah, that'll do.
Who are you getting sassy with, AK?
I'm just saying. Laptops are only supposed to last about 5 years, and you're supposed to change them out.
That'll do, donkey.
So what are we watching next week?
Demon Slayer.
Ooh, I like that. And it's on Netflix and Funimation, so no excuse.
That's sweet. I've actually already started watching that one.
I haven't seen it, so it gives me a reason to watch it. I need a reason.
I've actually watched the whole first season.
Reason for me.
But I'll rewatch it just to have a fresh take in my head. But I already know. Spoiler: my 2 cents is a watch.
Yeah.
Let's get outros and get up out of here, Moxie.
Yes, thank you once again.